Genesis, chapter 34. Once, Dinah, the daughter Leah bore to Jacob, went out to meet the women of that land. Shechem, son of Hamor the Hivite, governor of that region, saw her, grabbed her, and raped her. But her heart was drawn to Dinah, daughter of Jacob, and he loved the girl and spoke tenderly to her. So Shechem went and said to his father Hamor, "Get me that girl to be my wife." When Jacob heard that his daughter Dinah had been dishonored, his sons were in the field with the flocks, so he waited in silence until they returned. So Hamor, Shechem's father, went to talk to Jacob. When the sons of Jacob returned from the field and found out about it, they were deeply saddened and angry, because Shechem had committed a shameful act in Israel when he slept with Jacob's daughter, something that is not done. But Hamor said to them, "My son Shechem has fallen in love with your daughter. Please give her to him to be his wife. They hunt among us. Give us your daughters and take ours for yourselves. Settle among us. The land is open to you. Inhabit it, trade in it, and acquire property." Then Shechem said to Dinah's father and brothers, "Grant me this favor, and I will give you whatever you ask. Increase the price and the gift for the bride as much as you like, and I will pay whatever you ask. Just give me the girl for a wife." But the sons of Jacob answered Shechem and his father Hamor falsely because Shechem had dishonored their sister Dinah. They said, "We cannot do this. We will never hand our sister over to a man who is not circumcised. It would be a disgrace to us. We will give you our consent on one condition, that you become like us by circumcising all males. Only then will we give them our daughters and be able to marry theirs. We will settle among you and be one people. But if they refuse to be circumcised, we will take our sister and leave." Their proposal seemed good to Hamor and his son Shechem. The young man, who was the most respected of all in his father's house, did not take long to do what they asked, because he really liked Jacob's daughter. So Hamor and his son Shechem went to the city gate to converse with their fellow citizens. And they said, "These are men of peace. Let them dwell in our land and trade with us. The land has room enough for them. We may hunt with their daughters, and they with ours. But they will only consent to live with us as one people on condition that all our males are circumcised like them. Remember that your flocks, your goods, and all your other animals will become ours. Let us then accept the condition for them to establish themselves in our midst." All who went out to assemble at the city gate agreed with Hamor and his son Shechem, and all the men and boys in the city were circumcised. 3 days later, when they were still in pain, 2 of Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, Dinah's brothers, took their swords and attacked the unsuspecting city, killing every male. They killed Hamor and his son Shechem with the edge of the sword, took Dinah from the house of Shechem, and left. Then came the other sons of Jacob and, passing by the bodies, plundered the city where their sister had been dishonored. They took over the sheep, the oxen, and the donkeys, and everything that was in the city and in the field. They took the women and children, and looted all the goods and everything that was in the houses. Then Jacob said to Simeon and Levi, "You have brought me into dire straits by arousing the hatred of the Canaanites and the Perizzites who live in this land. We will be destroyed." But they replied, "Is it right for him to treat our sister like a prostitute?